YouTube. Hello YouTube, I'm Mords, as you can see up there. If you're watching this, you're probably one of my 2 subscribers. Okay, but I'm actually going to talk about something that I've already basically talked about, and I'm going to actually give it a name now. It's going to be the argument from eternity, and the problem being is that eternity is an awfully long time. And that in an eternity, whether you go to heaven or hell, you're going to be bored. In fact, it's going to be a hellish amount of boredom. There's no functional difference between heaven and hell if there's eternity. And if you're aware of eternity. I'll leave that in as I see that is a loophole. But if there's functional eternity and you remember everything, it's going to be a hell. A hell of boredom. So, and in that case, it also brings up the problem of, like, if you commit evil deeds in life and you go to hell, there's no functional difference between going to hell and going to heaven if you exist in both eternity. For all eternity, because eventually you'll be bored. Either way you go. Also, there's the other problems with eternity, which are, if you're continually throwing wood onto the fire, that fire is going to get awfully huge. And where are you going to put an infinite pile of smoking wood, right? If you keep on throwing every sinner on the pyre, it suddenly becomes an untenable position, unless you have magical fire, a magical place to put them, and a magical heaven to keep that separate from the heat that's generated from the magical hell. So, what you've come up with is that you require infinite magic for a few things. You're going to need an infinite amount of fire, which is going to require an infinite amount of oxygen. To keep the people burning for all eternity, you're going to have to infinitely heal them. So, just to even keep one person burning, you've already gotten an infinite healing, an infinite source of heat, an infinite source of oxygen to burn them with. And so you'd be putting out an infinite amount of carbon dioxide into the universe if you're not having the magical place where they go. But that requires you to believe in magic and believe in a fire that's not fire, because fire is a chemical process. We understand everything about fire. Well, or at least the burning part of it, that it's taking carbon, combining it with oxygen to make carbon dioxide, and it generates heat from breaking things down. It's oxidization is what fire is. So that's my argument from infinity, argument from eternity, is that it doesn't make any sense. Eternity would be hell either way. So, I'd like some other people's ideas on this, whether or not this makes sense to you, as to if you think that there's an actual way to have eternity, to have your cake and eat it too. Or if you would just end up being bored for all eternity. Like, it's better than the Buddhist nirvana, where the state of not caring about anything, which I think is a little bit more hellish than being bored for all eternity. Just not caring for all eternity seems a lot worse to me, because then you can't even laugh at things. If you're just bored, you get so bored of seeing the same stupid stuff over again, you might just get irritated and whatnot and cause some ill to people. But, okay, that's my thoughts.